Hey, welcome to today's show. And today we're trying to do things a little different. It's Friday, July 14, 2017. And after some careful thinking and serious pondering, by the way, my name is Dwayne. I finally figured out how I want to have this show, and as usual, I'm switching, trying to pay attention to the camera and see if there's anybody on Facebook at the same time, Facebook Live at the same time. Nevertheless, we got a lot worked out this week. We got the monitor over here. I got another monitor here, so I got two monitors, not for me but for you, so I can multitask, like look at your website and look at whatever it is that's going on, and while I'm doing that, still able to make sure this recording is going. Anyhow, let me not waste your time. Let's just get to the bone. Basically, this morning we were reviewing. My name is Dwayne Myers, and I've been doing internet marketing, web development, and web design, SEO, everything pertaining to running your website online for the last 9 years. So I know something about what I'm doing, maybe a little bit, as I wouldn't joke, but yeah, I know something about the internet. So let's this morning we started doing this review on our site over here. It's called Arabization translation. And long story short, let me switch this over. We got to about this page right here, and basically what we're going to do is quickly review the site. This is for Miss Noah. It's you've been on Facebook, and we're here. So to get the site reviewed. So long story short, we're at the Join Us page. I do love the picture for the Join Us page. It's really inviting. It's really cool. I do like the four applicants. The four applicants is okay. Strict admission procedures. Same thing as me personally. If I was redesigning or redoing the site, I'd basically just make this into sections just to break up some of this text right here, and the text basically break up some of the text so that it's easier to read. I'd probably change this photo right here and put a more modern photo, nothing big. These bullets, I'd go ahead and put bullet points, or I would go ahead and just put some arrows or something, or just well, it's required qualification, so it's not like that imperative, but I'd probably put some check marks or something like that right there for icons. The footer would break into a section. Probably do some to complement the top, where we can have like a photo, probably just a photo. I would do a photo definitely, and just have the background be fully dark, so we can basically see the text, and probably have the text white on it. So long story short, that's for the Join Us page. I think we need some buttons here, a way for people to be able to actually join the actual join whatever you're selling. I assume Join Us means, oh no, this is for a career application. So I'd probably just put some buttons into a form. A good form plugin is called, I know this is not a WordPress website, but a good form plugin for any WordPress website is Formable Pro, or the Formable Lite. The Formable Lite is free. It's probably the best plugin that I've ever seen for forms and everything, so I'd use that. And long story short, I'll just make it able so that the person can fill out the application online. It really probably don't take anywhere from about an hour to probably like 30 minutes to create a quick form. If you want to be detailed about it, it'll probably take an hour, and just put a nice form so applicants can apply. Free quote. Let's see the free quote page real quick. I love this background. The only thing I could do improve on with this background is probably make it a lot sharper. the camera is a little bit out of focus in this area right here, in this area, in this area, but the photo looks good, the scene looks great. I'll definitely put some more text on this page to say, you know, to encourage the person to get our quote. Maybe even a paragraph of text, maybe not a full paragraph, but like 2 lines or something to say, hey, get our quote. You know, probably word, maybe have the heading different. Probably say like, we'd like to hear from you, or you know, benefit for, you know, just make it pleasant. It doesn't have to be like a benefit, but it could be like just some personal, like, I would like to hear from you as a heading, and please contact us immediately. We'll respond within 24 hours or 2 hours or whatever. And that's what I would do for text right here. Definitely name, email, all that stuff. I have no qualms about the length of this form. I would definitely put some, I was thinking about it today, Miss Noah, and I would probably put some pictures of yourself on the website so that people can see a bright, warm smile. Basically, that helps with the whole know, like, and trust, which is really it helps with them people getting to know you and see you, and you know, like, hey, smile, we're friendly. We got the contact us page, get in touch, like that. Love this picture. I love this picture is real nice. I really like this picture a lot. Contact details, yeah, call us. Probably not the call us inside the cell phone, only because, you know, it just, you don't need that. I would definitely make this formatted better. Me personally, I'll do capital I info, capital A for Arabization, capital T.com, translation.com. Website, don't need to put website because they're on your website, you're totally fine. Skype, just, yeah, perfect. I think there's also a link for Skype. Yeah, there is. There's a link that you can put. If you Google how to do like a Skype HTML link, it'll show you how to make this so somebody can just click on it and it pops open Skype, like right here, and then you know, it makes it easier for the person who wants to Skype you. Long story short, we'll go down to the address. No problem with the address. I'll reply instantly online by chat. I do see how, oh my bad, this morning I was covering your photo, and basically I wasn't showing anybody your chat box over here. This is where the chat box is, and you can easily just if this works similar to the one that I have, as I was saying this morning, this normally turns into a hey, chat with us. Reports say like it increases your conversion to 300%. So definitely, and even from my experience, real quick, I've had people like constantly contact me about, hey, I want to learn more about this webinar or something like that. So having a chat box on your site definitely opens the door for clients and potential clients for you to communicate with them. It's a really good feature. And just like if you're not available, like right now, this says leave a message. It's okay to have to leave a message, because I've seen people fill that out too. But just having it online while you're watching TV, maybe while you're eating dinner or whatever, you know, you can have your cha-ching, your smartphone, and you can monitor and stay in touch with people. Because what happens is when they fill out the form, like I was saying before, the notification comes directly to your cell phone instantly, and you can talk back and forth with a person on your website. The one that I use is called Talk.to. It's free, and it's Talk.to, TAWK.to. And like I say, it's absolutely free. There's no branding on it or anything like that, or advertisement or links to anything. It is just if you pull up your smartphone, you click the icon to start the app up. The app can start automatically on your phone. Basically, the person types in on your website. This thing gets notified that you're online immediately through their servers. Long story short, when the person fills out a message, it comes through the server to your phone instantly, and you can talk back and forth. So yeah, this is definitely a big win. Like I was saying before, won't go into, you know, just get it if you don't have one, but it's a really good thing to have. Once you have people come to your site, they'll start messaging you. Same thing with the, same footer throughout the whole site. I do recommend getting a WordPress website, only because WordPress websites, like the changes that we're talking about right now, they're super easy to do. You know, instead of paying a person like me to get this done for you, you can do it yourself. It's just a matter of Googling how to do it, and basically just, hey, how to add a formable form, how to add a chat online thingamajigga widget. And with WordPress site, I build WordPress site. I specialize in WordPress site from ever since for 9 years now. So I'm really good at WordPress and designing and developing and SEO too. But WordPress site, otherwise with WordPress site, basically all the stuff that we were talking about, it's just a matter of clicking and it's getting it complete for you. If you ask anybody, it's like the most popular content management system that's online. So I definitely recommend getting a WordPress site for your next redesign. It'll be super helpful for you. Save money in the long term, and you get like something that you can use forever and ever. Anyhow, this is not a review on WordPress. Let me stick to this review. It's about your site, and so real quick, aside from, anyhow, WordPress is WordPress.com, but not that one, WordPress.org. So you can get a free content management system for your website whenever you're doing your next redesign. So long story short, now, I love HTML. HTML has been around forever. That's why, you know, HTML. But with a WordPress site, like I was saying, basically you can do a lot of the work without hiring a web developer. Once the website gets done, they can train you how to use it, and long story short, you can just keep on learning and with no coding. That's the whole point. There's no coding needed to make a lot of the changes that we're talking about that needs to be done on this. You do need to learn, you know, some kind of, you know, how to develop a website, how to develop a HTML page, and that's why I recommend getting a WordPress website on your next redesign. Yes, I do WordPress website, but that's not why I'm recommending it. It's really one of the best. So same thing for translation right here. International Translation Association, the Charter Institute of Linguists. Okay, well, I'll give you one big tip. Boom. Google.com provides a translation. This won't put you out of business either. Provide a translation plugin. You can translation plugin and make the site easily readable in all different languages. And you don't need to, like, you know how you speak, you know, the language that you speak, and you're translating it to a different language. With the Google Translator, it's instant. It's actual script, or it comes in a plugin too for those who have WordPress sites. So that there's another reason why you should get a WordPress site. Basically, you install a plugin. It takes like less than a minute or less than 5 minutes. Install the plugin, and it says add a widget, and you could add a widget like somewhere up here. I did one for somebody else before, and you can just select, hey, do I want to read this in English? Do I want to read it in French? Do I want to read it in any language? And they have a lot, and it basically just translate the content that you have on your site into that language instantly. And it's Google makes a copy. It's called Google Translator, I think, or G Code. I think it's G Translate. Translate. So, yep, here it is right here, Google Translate, and they just have a version of this that works on your website that basically will do all this for you. And I mean, it's not going to put you out of business, because people who come to your site obviously either speak different language or want to speak different language. So it works out great that if you added that to your site, it will really help in terms of languages. Blog, let's check out the blog real quick. We have our centers blog. I love this picture. Picture is absolutely perfect, man. Every time I see this picture, I'm like, man, I want to steal a picture. Long story short, I won't steal your picture. That's not the point. It's really beautiful. So I'll still go ahead. Love this picture right here. We could still use a more modern copy. Categories, having categories. Oh, this is for the blog. So we have archives. We got authors. Oh, this is perfect. I love this one. This is that Google Translate has a similar picture with all the flags and everything like that. That must be a sign. Get the Google Translate. It's free. 4 questions to answer before hiring a professional translator. That's great content right there. Cool. No, that's really good. How to maintain your language skills. Our article at easyinarticles.com. I would take off the Ezine article because we're no longer trying to promote them, only because they were back in the days, and these days, in my opinion, you don't need to promote Ezine articles. Let them promote you. Importance of editing, proofreading, translation. Yeah, I mean, important tips for novice freelance translator. These are good, better than most people I've seen or work with, to be honest with you. Most people don't have, they know they need a blog. Well, most people don't even know they need a blog. That's the first thing. Secondly, the ones who do know they need a blog, they don't keep up to date with it, and that's like 90% of my clients. And so that's good. At least you have some topics. I'm not going to look at the dates, so I'm just going to give my recommendation for everybody else. I mean, you have 5/5, 4/8. The next post was 7/10, 9/10, 10. 10:30, so that's about 2 weeks apart. I'd go ahead and make them, to be honest with you. So that one's 10:30 and this one is 10:06. My goal is to post content daily. You should post content daily. Everybody should post content daily and send it to keep up with their communities. I know, like, for example, the people that I have worked with, basically they have this moral thing towards not sending emails every day, but the truth is, the time that you're not sending emails every day, then you could be, one, educating people that you have as a part of your community, and two, you could be selling your products. This tonight, long story short, let me keep it. You could be selling your products. Tonight we figured out what we want to do with this show. I'll tell you about that in a second. Or blog or vlog or whatever you want to call this. But the whole point is, even though, like, ethically, a lot of people like, hey, I don't want to send people messages every day. I've worked for the company I work for right now is one. I worked for a coaching company before. I spent about 2 years there or something like that. The whole point is, every single time we send out emails, and the days that we didn't send out email, we didn't make money. So I definitely recommend sending your emails every single day if you possibly can. If it was my recommendation, I would go with the very least every 2 days, and that's just me giving you my own personal advice. The reason why is primarily because, one, if you're educating people, they do want to learn about your stuff. You know, like I like fishing. There's no day of the week I don't like to hear about fishing. So people are interested in your material. There's no day of the week that they are not like, man, I would like to hear from you or whatever. And then, so that's one. And then two, like I said, email marketing increases sale. You can Google it, it's an actual fact. And so you're missing out money, plus you're missing out educating people. And that's just advice for myself and for everybody. Emails every day. Worst case, every other day. So yeah, you have some blog posts. Most people don't. So it's definitely a big deal. And I'm not sure what this means or anything, but I know you got it down pat. The rest of the site, real quick, I noticed that, like, all right, we are on this page right here in this area. This is actually probably a WordPress site. Let's check it out. Oh, okay, so absolutely not. So I know the site is not a WordPress site, but I noticed the blog or vlog has a ending with a potential that it could be a CMS. So that's what I was just checking out real quick. But to go back to the main site, the one thing I did realize is that like your title tags. Now we can switch from off of website tips real quick, and we can go into like SEO just for a second. With title tags, basically, I noticed that this is your title tag right here. For anybody who don't know, it has Arabization, translation. Like if I say Google, like I just did earlier, Google G Translate. This is your title tag. This is the title tag off that page right there. So your title tags up here in the browser, it says Arabization and Translation Center. but I think, see, certified translator, so that's good. Service, no, that's good. One-stop shop. I think that could be, all honesty, I think that could be a better keyword, and not just, hey, for the sake of putting out a keyword out there for the title tags, which the title tags appear right here. These are all these blues are title tags. So basically, if your title tag isn't optimized properly, people are seeing one-stop shop. That's for whoever don't know that, you know. I'm not saying who knows or who doesn't know. I don't know. Getter quote, that's perfect for the getter quote page. But for like services, instead of saying one-stop shop, I'll do the Google whatchamacallit, keyword word planner. This is free, and the very first one is this one right here. Well, if you go here, you'll get there, but the same thing as going here. I would go ahead and find my keywords, find the best keywords that apply for your business. Whether it be, I know you said your business is both international and locate. You handle both international students or customers and local customers. So I'll go ahead and find the keywords that most apply, has the most traffic for your niche. And as a matter of fact, just going over to Google Keyword Planner, click your research tool, sign in if you have a Gmail, sign up if you haven't. You bring over here, and in your case, let's just throw some words in just for the sake of being online. If you went over to, like, let's see, tools. I haven't figured out to zoom into this video when I'm showing screen like this, so just bear with me. I'm gonna figure that out, just like how I figure out switching the people from left to right. Today I did the shades just because I wanted to real quick. But if you click into here, it says enter your product and services. Just in case somebody's watching that don't know what this is, real quick, is just your Google Keyword Planner, which is your Google keyword research tool, which basically will show you your volume of searches monthly, real data with Google for different search terms. So for example, with our site right here with Miss Noah, we have Arabization translation. I plugged Arabization translation into the find keywords, and basically I click get ideas, and I think you're located in Cairo, so we're using English. You know, you can easily click this and change it. United States, you can easily click that and change it. You could say worldwide. Let's just say all location. English, Google, negative keyword, we're not worried about that. Show stats for the last 12 months. Keyword filters, show nearby related ideas. Hide keyword in my blah blah blah. Hide keyword in my plan. So I'm not going to worry about none of those sentences, but these are sentences that I would start off with. We have Arabization translation, and to be very honest, which, you know, good thing, you know I'm not being biased. Man, I don't know how to say not so good things when people, you know, try not to offend people or anything like that. So here's the bad news. The bad news is the main. Well, let me Google back real quick, because let me see. We have your site right here. Let's view the tags real quick. So I'm gonna right click, go onto page source, and then I'm gonna see your title, which your title says Arabization Translation Center. Okay, homes. So to be blunt, this your title tag, which is the main term, when you say I want a iPhone, let's just say that this is your title tag right here. What is I want to own an iPhone? This is your page title tag. So with this page right here, we have Arabization translation. That's how it's going to appear in the Google, in the search term. The problem is that there's no volume of searches for that search term. So we have we have basically well, you're not ranking for it, so that's I mean, it's good and bad. I definitely, first of, I know I'm probably like, man, I'm all over the place right now, but long story short, let's start. Oh my goodness, Arabization translation, you're not ranking for it, so you need to be ranking for that. Even though the result on Google is kaput, there's nothing here. You should. It'd be good if we were ranking for this search term, and you have to be up #1 for that. That's not going to take long, because here's the deal. If you know that, in my personal little opinion, Google will tell you otherwise, but I would trust my personal opinion. It's always aligned with Google, but not all the time. Like right here, we have competition is 0, average monthly searches is suggested bid. It's all blank. You will not take any time to rank for this keyword, Arabization translation, at all. It won't even take you, man, it shouldn't take you a month or 2 months. And 2 months is like me being lazy, or a person being lazy. You should get to #1 with Arabization translation, no problem, real fast. The reason why I'll say that without digging deeper into the SEO is because there's no data here. Nobody's competing for it on AdWords. There's no suggested bid. There's not even any search volume or anything like that. So even though I wouldn't target that for the main site, I would definitely recommend getting ranked for that, and it shouldn't take you no more than 2 months. Any SEO who has really ethical means and really mean business and take care of you and make sure that you're okay, they're gonna make sure you get there in 2 months. There's no way it should take you 6 months or anything like that. I would be just like, cut them off, don't even bother pay them. Long story short, we're gonna close that so that I don't bunny trail real quick. Over here on the Google AdWords data though, I'll go ahead and make sure find a keyword that's worked, that is what you want. So the most important thing, obviously, when choosing a keyword is choosing the keyword that has the most search volume. So over here we have 100K to 1 million. The term is copywriter. Arabization alone, the term by itself, real quick, just in case somebody doesn't know, these are actual search terms that people are entering within the search engine every single day. The data over here, the average monthly searches, is actually the average monthly searches. This is not me making this up. This is not fabricating news or anything like that. This is the actual search term and the amount, for those who don't know. Competition, this has to do with AdWords, plain and simple. AdWords is the only one that uses this. That means low means not a lot of people on AdWords or paying for advertisement, whether it be PPC or CPM. They're not gonna there's not a lot of people bidding for it, so that's why this is low. That's why this term is medium. Arabic translation services, and real quick, the search on that is 100 people to 1,000 people. The bid on that is, the bid is only for AdWords, $8.06. We'll talk about that bid AdWords stuff later. So the medium is medium. All these are low. All these top ones are low. The only correlation, like I told you, like I said in one of the videos before, for the people who know about keyword research, the only key correlation, the only connection the competition column has to do with SEO is that basically if a lot of people is targeting that keyword, then basically common sense would say a lot of people in SEO is targeting that keyword. So there's no connection but that. There's no actual metric to connect the two. This is specifically for AdWords. It's just a common sense connection that I made, or that anybody with two brains will make, or one brain, or no brain, or half a brain. Real quick though, if you go over here though, I would search. You have it set for worldwide right now. You have English, you have Google, 12 months. Go ahead and find your keywords. real quick, you know, like I said before, I'm not big on Arabization, not because I'm not big on Arabization, because that word is new to me. I'm originally Jamaican, real quick, and I moved here to Florida about 8 years, no, not 18 years, something like that. But long story short, some words are still new to me. Arabization is one of them. I don't think anybody around here has really ever used that word, to be honest with you. Long story short, though, that's why I'm not fully understanding. I notice you're doing copyright and translation, basically. So if you switch over to group ideas, it gives you the keyword like blah blah blah, the grouping of keywords. So this is Arab right here, this is Arabic, obviously, translation, boom, and that's where the field you're in. So I'd look into this field right here, this area right here where the grouping is, to find keywords that are applicable for my business. Okay, so I want to Miss Noah, I want to say that I figured that you're in Arabic translations, you know, that's your service. Here you go, right here, for all location English speaking, and that's just English speaking only. Maybe I can switch this from English to anybody, because I assume you know anybody who wants Arabic translation. Now I'm doing this for your best interest, but at the same time it inflates the numbers. So look at this just real quick. For Arabic translation, all location, this every location in the world, speaking all languages, searching on Google for the last 12 months, we have a total, the competition is low. If you were to do an AdWord advertisement on this group, it would be 49 cents average per click. We're going to say, you know, suggested bid, and it's a suggested bid. Suggested bid can be, you know, it is suggested. So long story short, Arabic translation, now within this group we have Arabic translation service between 100 and 1,000 people. The competition is medium. The bid is, you know, it's $8.06 for AdWords. You know, it's this is my personal opinion, it's okay, but it's a little bit high. But SEO wise, here's my view on bids though. If you set up this whole system, that means your website and everything else, to make money online, let's just call it what it is, paying $8.06 be a bad idea. You just in theory, not just theory, but in real, you'd have to just make sure, you know, it makes sense. You know, if your services is, for example, $1,000, just for example, I use $1,000 just because it's a big number. You know, there are people who charge $1,000 for different things. Let's say your services was $1,000 and you're paying $8.06 for a click, then I wouldn't see any reason, if you have a decent setup to really I'll say build relationship with your customers, then $8.06 might not be a lot, because you'll want sale. You know, you just have to come up with the mathematics that works for you, and basically figure out what the highest amount that it's worth paying for. That's the same thing for me. You gotta figure out the highest amount that I can pay before I start losing money. So long story short, that's what the suggested bid. You know, but from my experience, from me and my thing, what I do or what I've been doing, I can see paying up to $10, even maybe like $15 per person per bid. You know, maybe as much as $15. But I based on calculation, you could probably pay up to $300. That's from what I've seen, and it's totally fine, because you just have to know how many people come to your site, what your conversion rate is, the price of your product is, and give it a low ball volume in terms of everything to make sure it makes sense. And that's how you come to figure out what prices make sense in terms of bidding for things online with PPC. So yeah, I'll go through this list and find the keywords that are really applicable for your business. And real quick, 10 p.m. here in Florida. You guys are probably sleeping. So we have other things like Arabic translator and so on and so forth. Just go through the list and find one that really is applicable for you, and that's it. For keywords, once you get your keyword, you know your target, write it down, put it on a book, put it on a book, put it on Excel document, so you know your keywords, you know your volume of searches, you know, you have an idea of what you're trying to target and where your website needs to be. And long story short, oops, let me switch this back. Long story short, once you have that figured out, all you need to do is always target that for the rest of your life, basically, because the data never changes. So 1 year it's the same 2 years ago. People do the same thing every day as a group. You know, the average comes out to be, this is real data on Google. You won't go wrong. And Bing offer a keyword research tool too. As far as I know, all the search engines do. You just gotta Google it. Google it. You just gotta figure it out, and you'll find the one that works for give you data for what you're looking for. And that's it for keyword research. Once you find the keywords that you want to target and you want to stick with, whether you want to start with that keyword and dominate it, and then go on another keyword and dominate that, and vice versa. Whether you want to start from the lowest to the highest, or the highest to the lowest, is up to you. But long story short, get your keyword, get your coordinate your title tags to match your keywords. I hope I can say that. Add your keywords to your description, add your keywords to the keyword field, even though people say it doesn't work these days, and I know a lot of people who say the same, and I say the same, but I'll still just add it just because, you know, you're not gonna lose anything not adding it, long story short. And have your content tailored to your keywords. Once you finish with that, then basically you just want to make sure get some backlinks for that keyword. Plain and simple. You know, if it's a low, this is from my experience, here's another nugget. It's a low competition, and I know competition in Keyword Planner has no correlation with competition, and SEO has no real connection, but just a common sense deal. Basically you should be able to get to number one with low. From my experience, getting to number one with low competition is super easy. You can do that within a month or two, doing everything right, or doing what you're supposed to do, and that's it. You know, it's not rocket science like, hey, I'm trying to mix all this potion together and I wonder if it works. It works. You just gotta find what works for you, and that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, for low competition, 2 months max. One low should be able to do it in 1 month. Medium competition depends on the level of competition. It takes longer. High competition always takes the longest, and matter of just looking at the SERP and see search engine ranking position. Switch topic though, real quick. After you plug your keywords in your title, your content, in your meta description, so Google can find it properly, that would be what I would do for the search engine. And long story short, that's for search engine. I would not put my social media up here. I would say go ahead and put your social media up here somewhere. Your Facebook, because you are on Facebook. I'll put your YouTube in. You already have the opt-in for emails, so it's just a matter of I would say just focus on social media. I mean, what else is there right now? You know, you'll be doing the email marketing anyhow by doing your content every day. So you find some content that's relevant for your community, for your blog. Like, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, you guys be a part of my community. So for your community, just constantly publish helpful information to them, like I'm trying to do right now, haha. And just basically just offer your products and services in between. And I would say the most thing, I know I'm going on a tangent right now, I would say the most important thing is once you find your language to your community, or how you want to deal with your community, how you want to post to your community, how you want to communicate with your community, whether it be by video, which is the easiest these days, or Facebook Live like I'm doing, or whatever. The whole point is, the most important thing would be just to find a constant flow of new traffic to your site. And with social media, obviously, you notice you can do that. So while SEO is building on a timely basis, you can still do your PPC ads, your pay-per-click ads. That's you with Google AdWords, or just run Facebook ads to it, and get communicating with these people basically. Real quick, left fielder. Let me just hold a breath, just 1 second. The only trick, and I wish somebody had told me this when I first started doing Facebook marketing. I wish somebody had told me that. Don't worry about the traffic. More so worry about building a community. I think is the truth. That is like the number one of the most important thing. So just build your community, figure out what you want to communicate with them about, and frequency, like I said, daily or every other day is the worst. And once you build your community, then find a way, the most cost-effective way to bring new people within your communication. That is within your email marketing, or your YouTube videos, or your Facebook posts, or Twitter posts, or whatever other methods, which I recommend all of them to do. So just figure out how to get people effectively and cost effectively into your email campaigns basically, and just find a way to communicate with them on a regular basis to build a relationship. And that's what I would do. Not work, I can tell you that. We'll go into that another time. Long story short though, 10 reasons why clients choose that. That's my tip for SEO. So that's my tip for the Facebook, YouTube, any kind of PPC ads. I know you don't have your meta descriptions on here, and I saw that you do have it, but I saw that it needed filling out. It's on the source over here, description. We have description. You see, your meta description says meta description, translation, localization, like that needs to be a full text like this, any one of these, but more coursing the person to check out your site, to literally why they wanna click on your site. In this case, real quick, I say I want an iPhone, so I would say something like, hey, click here to learn how you can get an iPhone for free, or something like that. So you need some descriptions in your description. Any SEO person knows how to do that. Just or just hire me or anybody. But the whole point is, you need a description in here, and you can do this by yourself. Truly, I have to be honest with you. With WordPress sites, it's way easier to do this kind of stuff. With HTML sites, because you need to learn coding, like how to do this that we're looking at right here, it becomes like, you have to really put some time in to learn how to do some WordPress site coming up. And I think it's in my scope to teach a class on how to build a professional WordPress site. Just I gotta work that out, but that's definitely on my to-do list. Somebody had asked for that. Gemini had asked for that, or I recommend that for Gemini. Long story short, without dragging on with this Facebook Live much longer, those are some of the we covered the design stuff that I would improve, and we how to basically the marketing, not like marketing, but just the basic of how I would do the SEO, and how to put the email marketing in, and how to do the social media, and just get everything locked in. I mean, there's no other way to get this working but to do that. I'm going to show you how I do my Facebook ads, and you'll see it's simple, and it's not rocket science. There's just a few things I would say you you just need to focus on like just to make sure you're not losing money, because you don't want to pay $1,000 and not make $1,000 back. So all that stuff I'll try to cover as much as possible on the live stream, but we definitely will go through how I do my Facebook ads and so on and so forth. So I'll do that for this. Build a community. Don't worry about trying to get fast cash, you know, get rich scheme. Don't worry about none of that foolishness. Just build a community that really loves you and loves to hear from you and your work, and make it interesting to them. Make it, really mean this, make it interesting to them. Make it something that is think about it like, if I was the client, would I want to hear about this stuff? You know, and just make that be your content every single day. Like here, finally I come up with this thought on how I want to do this vlog. I sum it up, wrote it on a piece of paper. Basically, I want to make this a community of people that I can help to become successful. I know that sounds fancy, but that's where my heart is, and that's where I'm at, and that's what I want. A community of people that I can help to become successful. And for your thing, build your community and just educate them and help them out the best way you can. And basically, they'll know you to begin with. They'll trust you, they'll like you because you know you're being real and honest, and they'll trust you. So, and once you have your community built, and this can be a global community. I mean, obviously it has to be a global community. Just send emails to them, send your products to them. Not every day, not every other day, not every week though. You know, they say jab, right hook, 1, 2, 3, then product, 1, 2, 3, then product, and that's it. Just sit and plan everything out. You'll be fine. I say it's easy because you can do it. You know, when I just learned this stuff on the whole website creation, I'll say to start with that. Basically, well, with everything, it's always hard in the beginning, but once you get a moving on it, you'll get there. You know, my goal is to be to become here. Just to be honest with you, doing this kind of stuff, and your goal should be to be making millions running your business. And anyhow, that's my review. Tomorrow I think I want to cover it's either how I do my or something else. I know I had it written down. Anyhow, have a good night. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. Thank you for checking me out. Hope to see you soon. Please like if you like, comment if you comment. I'm here to help you. Anytime you have any questions, please post them. If you have a website that you need help with, if you have you're planning on building a website, if you're just coming up with thoughts for your idea, whatever it is, just send your comments. I'll be glad to give you my 2 cents on them. I'm a web developer, web designer, search engine optimization, been doing Facebook marketing with leads for the last couple of years. And so yeah, if you have any advice, this is what I do in my 9 to 5, and every day. So just give me a shout, put your comments, and I'll help you the best I can. All right, thank you. Have a good day, and God bless. Yeah.